Hello my friends, welcome back to Garhdo Goes Geek. Today we're back doing Half-Life 2. So yeah, anyone who was watching the last time I played this knows I got stuck in Little Odessa. The gate, for whatever reason, would not open. I had a look and it turned out there was a crate of something behind here. And I don't know how it got there. I'm presuming something to do with how I killed the gunship and how it came down. Oh, I didn't realise that dude's there. So yeah, what I did was reload an earlier save, defeated the boss again, defeated it over on the other side of the house. So rather than over here, it was over there. Because it looks like whatever came down was from up there. So, no problems. Gate opened fine. So, yeah, that seems to have solved that issue. Yeah, like I said, no idea what the problem was. But we're back. We're back with Half-Life 2. I'm just double-checking everything is working properly on the Twitch stream. So, yes, it's showing that I'm live, showing that I'm playing. Job done. We are cooking with gas now. Right. So, I did originally buy a little cheap video capture card so that I could try and stream with my webcam as well. It wasn't working for whatever reason when I was uploading it to trying to stream directly using OBS. So I'm going to have to tinker with that. It's something to do with the GPU. But I don't know what or why, because it's let me do it before. So yes. Let me just as well. Turning down the volume on my monitor so that I can hear directly through my headset without picking up sounds again through the mic, because I'm guessing that will lead to some quite uncomfortable audio. Right, so yeah, this is the proper version of Highway 17. We can see that the highway's all kind of collapsed and ruined, so we've got to go down this way. This is quite a good level from what I remember. It's a very long level. But yeah, one of the more interesting ones, and obviously we're populated by antlions the entire way, so we'll get attacked by those. Especially as we get down to the beach, which seems to be where they make their homes. Yeah, rocks, they don't seem to come on as much. They come directly out of the sand. But yeah, I need these batteries, so I'm having those. All good for grenades and stuff, so there is that. This car can drive a little bit in the water. Obviously, it helps by the fact that there is hardly any water in this world due to whatever the Combine are doing. Oh dear. I say that and then proceed to get myself stuck in the water. I'm now being shot by Combine as well, so great. No, go back. Oh, you sod. Combine soldiers and antlions. So this is the thing about Half-Life, because quite a lot of the creatures that you end up dealing with are just wildlife. So things like the antlions, things like the barnacles, they're just as much of a threat to the Combine as they are to you. I'm trying to see if I can get through here. I hate how this car handles. Like, I want a remaster of this game just to improve the controls for the vehicles. Because you just direct it through the joystick, which I suppose made sense with how vehicles were done at the time, but oh, it's a pain with how vehicles are done in games now. You know, you've got no accelerator or brake or anything like that, so I remember this being a big open area, but I can't remember exactly where to go. I know I need to, because I think I do need to get the car back up on the road somehow. There's nothing down here. Downside of playing this game years later, years after I first played it, I can't remember where anything is. But yeah, because there is a magnet there. That's a thumper, although it doesn't seem to be working. So if I... That's it, and then there's a little pathway. Yeah. Let's put something a bit more fighty on. Probably this, because we're dealing with Combine, actual proper Combine soldiers, so... Right. There. I don't have the sniper rifle yet. Ah! I forgot, and then I was like, oh, I remember this zoom function. So, yes. This yeah. It proper swings around as well because of the magnet. So you have to really kind of hover it over. The physics engine is great. But like I said, it is very much a case of they spent all this money on a great physics engine and then really wanted to get their money's worth out of it. But in a lot of respects, you know, that's fine. I completely get it. Come under. I'm gonna drop it on your head. Got at least one of them. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 recently, and Fallout 4 is one of those big open worlds that's quite famous for how much is in it. A lot of it being junk, but there's like a lot of stuff in it. So it's like you're wandering everywhere, and there's like so many props. And it just reminds me in some ways just how much smaller this game is. Because there's so many less props around. Like, you know, there's this massive warehouse with just a few barrels. You know, nothing else. I can't remember how to reload. There we go. Looking for the levers now properly after Ravenholm. I was so annoyed with that. Oh, did you just miss the frickin' lever for ages? Because, oh. I was so annoyed. But yeah, so Fallout is like full of stuff. Like, the expanses aren't quite as big as they are in this, but it is just full of things. That it makes this feel somewhat quaint in comparison, and I know it's just a much older game, so that's pretty much all it is, but yeah, something quite quaint about it. Not in a bad way, though. I love it. I have a lot of fun with this game. You know, you've got this big open area like this. You know, everything that you can see, you can completely interact with. You know, yes, there's very few things scattered around, but what is an interactable physical subject. Is that a battery? Do I need a battery? I won't say no to a battery. It's not a dire need, but... Right, and now we're back to the highway. And this is why the vehicle sections here aren't too tedious, because they are broken up with these nice... Oh, no more rockets. Oh, no! Nope, just gonna die. Oh, there we go. Here's some rockets. Boom! Ah, fun times. I forgot I had the ammo case on the back. Don't tend to use it often. Another lambda point. This is a resistance drop point. Don't need them anyway, but it's always worth checking. Right. So back to the road. Tunnel to hide a loading screen, so here we go. There we go. Knew it would hide a loading screen, it always does. See, the little loads now aren't quite as tedious as they could be. This is a mine. But yeah, I can imagine on PC, like, never having played this on PC, because, you know, I was not a PC gamer. I can imagine all those little loading screens becoming quite tedious. I might be wrong. I'd be very happy to be wrong. The echo effects for those explosions are good. You know, big open area with this little valley, so of course. You're seeing with my skill set the difference between enjoying shooting games and being good at shooters. I am very much the former and not the latter. But it's the one where I am aware of my lack of skills in the genre. But unfortunately, it doesn't mean I enjoy the games any less. And I do. I love them. I have so much fun with these games. Most of the time. I do also play on the easiest difficulty, though, which I'm not ashamed to admit. And I think there's a lot of impetus on, you know, especially among, you know, people that would describe themselves as, like, quote-unquote hardcore gamers, They're like, oh no, to enjoy a game properly, you have to play it on the hardest difficulty. And I'm sorry, but no, I don't get that. Because if you enjoy a game, if you play a game, but the only accessible way for you to play that game is to play it on an easy difficulty, that's the only way that you're able to actually play it and enjoy it, why is that a problem? You know, it's like, it's an accessibility thing. It's like reading audiobooks, for example. You know, you listen to books through audiobooks rather than reading. Okay. Why is that a problem? Why would that make you any less of a read? Oh, sniper rifle bits. Yes, the cool crossbow. It's like superheated bits of rebar. It's so good. It's just like a great one-hit kill weapon if you use it really well. It's fantastic. So yeah, it's one of my favourite weapons in the game, to be honest. I dropped some rebar, and I think I might have lost it. I think it might have gone in the water. Oh well. Again, physics engine. Because I can't get through here. Oof. I love as well, they're still referring to me like a virus, like in terms like outbreak. Cute. Sneaking up behind someone while he's enjoying the scenery. How very dare you? Enjoying this succulent scenery. Kind of want to shoot that. I'm kind of gonna. Oh, was only one of them explosive? Oh. I am disappointed. Nope, nothing in here. Oh yeah, forgot about those. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Ah, I remember what I need to do. Yes, you take the blocks away. Begins rolling, and you force it away, drops the power. Car goes off, goes bang. Nothing else over here. Nothing else else over here? Alright, let's carry on, shall we? See, I love it how they're aware of me now and they're trying to actively stop me. You know, it gets even better when you get to, you know, some of the parts of the game coming up. And again, that's quite a big space between the two loading screens, so it is quite a large area. Because, you know, here's the second loading screen. So, it's a good game, you know. In many ways, a very, very technical achievement for the time. Right, so let's just drop a load of soldiers off over there. To set a new ambush for me, so... So, we're going to sneak up all quiet like a fish. And if you understand that reference, we can be friends. That's the bridge that they want me to get to in the background. So we know there's a trap, and we've seen at least one guy. You bugger, making me miss. Only one guy. House. So, yeah, break open some stuff, get some more stuff. Can't get round the other side of this building from here. I think this is one of the first levels of Half-Life I ever saw someone play. Like, one of my housemates had Half-Life 2. And I remember watching him play this level. Oh yeah, there's zombies down there as well, yeah. Yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, there's a zombie down there, like, just under the bridge. There you are, there's a head crab. See, that's a bit more like what I was on about with Fallout, how you just have loads of stuff everywhere. Oh, shit. Freaking fast zombies. A good example of the risk and reward that Half-Life does so well. On one hand, we get ammo for the crossbow. On the other, fast head crabs. Take you down to 1 health. I can still hear moaning. You know, suggesting that there's more head crabs. Little explosive barrels as well. What's down here besides the zombie, or is that it? Honestly, cannot remember. Because I think if you fall down there, you're dead. So I think it is just the zombie. Which is really irritating. By the bridge. But yeah, like I said, this was the first Half-Life level I saw my friend play, and I was like, what game is this? This looks really good. And you know, it does. It still looks good. That's one reason among many why it's still talked about today, because it still looks good. Oh gosh, yeah, I remember this. So you've got to go down here. Ouch. If you fall down there, you can come back up the ladder. You've just got to really carefully walk. Kill you so that you're not in my way. Especially because I believe partway through you start getting attacked. If I remember rightly. Some more of that delightfully serene music. I can't remember who did the soundtrack for this. I think it is just linked as like Valve Studio Orchestra, so the bridge rumbling uncontrollably because the train's going overhead. It's not designed to make it harder to walk across or anything. No, 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 no. And I'm pretty sure it's a scripted event, so the train carries on until you're a certain way away from the where it starts. Because Valve do stuff like that. Annoyingly. But yeah, delightfully serene, this music. It's given me lots of rockets, and so shall we just go nuts with the rockets? Why not? But yeah, when I said you get attacked partway across it, that was what I meant. Oh. More Combine radio chatter. In some ways, this, having the subtitles on, is a bit of a cheat. Oh, for God's sake. Ha! I think it fell off and died. No, it's there. Bastard. Right, so there's a bit to the bottom. A bit to the top. So let's stick with the top. High path. Stairs to nowhere. Weird. You always seem to get less ammo back than you actually spend killing enemies. Like, the ammo pickups are limited, so you only get like a certain amount. Where? I was going to throw a grenade, but then they kind of moved, so I went straight for the crowbar. Right. Oh, I think I missed. Charge up. Fantastic. Bridge access inactive. Field inactive. There we go. I think I can hear a helicopter. Yes, I'm like 90% sure I can hear a helicopter. Yeah, definitely a gunship. I don't want to shoot it out the windows. I'm not sure that would work. So hang on. I will lose sight of it too easily. So no, let's get outside properly. Yeah, 3 rockets per gunship, so it seems to give you enough ammo to take out a single gunship. I remember, now we'll work back to the car and then take the car over the bridge. That's right. Because I don't think there is a way up and over the bridge from down here. Do without the wind. I'm actually scared of heights, so I only really go on high things in video games. It's how I live vicariously, but it also, I don't have to like it, because I do not. Okay, there's some rockets. So, nope, that won't work. At least I think I'm doing it right. If I get all the way back and I'm not, that's going to be really annoying. But the fact that enemies come from behind you, it's like, you know, standard video game logic, isn't it? Head in the direction of the enemies. You know, if there's bad guys behind you... Oh, okay, go behind you. That's clearly the right way to go. Oh, no! Bollocks! Oh, shit. And I'm all the way back here. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. Let's get these quick before the gunship turns up. He's shooting down my rockets. What a bastard. Okay, so this is going to be a much more challenging run. Love it. Let's go. Right. Where is he? Did that get him? I think it did. Yeah. That one got him because that one killed him. That was fun. Yeah, that was quite fun. Oh shit! Oh dear, missed completely, like completely missed. Oh well. Yeah, that was a bit more of a fun challenge. I like that. Oh, he's done it again! Shut down 2 of the rockets. What a git bag. It's a talent though, I'm impressed. I am. I don't want to be impressed, but I am. Right, here we go. Got two. Got him. Boom. Oh, it wouldn't let me. Actually, what the? No, it won't actually let you go through there. What? Whoa. Right, okay, down here. Jump to there. Whoop. Jump! Oh, there we go. Shall I save again this time so we don't have to do it again? Oh dear. Right, okay, sorted. Well, this is how we got over that side. So yeah, it's like all the underside of the bridge is one loading screen, and all the top side of the of the bridge is another one. Because the top side of the bridge is obviously the same map as the other one. Oh, now antlions fighting zombies, lovely. So the antlion, whatever I disabled, must have prevented the antlions from coming in as well. Interesting, isn't it? How it's all sort of planned. Stopping us, going straight over the bridge. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so I'm trying to remember, is there any kind of boost for the car? There we go. Ah, shit. Oh, okay. So there is a turbo. It's the same as the run button, so that's fine. So let's actually land properly this time. Oh, what the? Oh, clocked on the train. Oh dear. By the way, when I put this stream up on YouTube, which I will, I am keeping all these deaths intact because this is funny. You know, as cool as it is, and it is cool to see someone do a game flawlessly, I really love watching people mess up. You know, knowing that other people are playing the game just like I am, and that, you know, yes, it's cool when you see someone do like a Dark Souls boss, you know, final run, no damage or whatever. But it's like, yeah, okay, there's a simple puzzle, you know what the solution is, but you can't do it. That's funny too. And yeah, new chapter. Now we're on Sandtraps, which leads to lots of get up. Oh shit. A lot of zombies. Better. So yeah, we're back with more zombies. Yeah, quite an interesting little area, that little tunnel, but... Oh no, I've just got a warning saying my controller batteries are low. Flipping heck. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause quickly, because I have something I can use to resolve this, so just bear with me 2 seconds. And let's go. I think it comes from also running the headset as well, that it's losing power more quickly. I can't remember if it's worth going over here. I mean, there's definitely combine, so... Oh, looks like they've been burning bodies. Lovely. Horrors of war and all that, you know. Abandoned building on a cliffside with a couple of graves outside, suggesting that this is... yeah, it says my controller batteries are still low, but it is plugged in and charging. I might plug and play, so it should be fine. I'm hoping it'll be fine. We shall see. Door's locked. Fortunately, there's a big hole in the wall. So, let's see what's inside, shall we? What's the betting? It's more zombies. The heck? It's all fine and dandy with the physics objects until you collide with them in an awkward way. Skittle around like that. Get rid of them bastards. I didn't even come through the floor properly. Rubbish. Put that back. Back on the road. On the road again. I'll remember the rest of it. Like it's one of those, I know the tune, don't know the words. Ow. Again, the weapon switching on this is probably a lot easier on PC because you'll have like number keys and stuff. I think the mapping on console works. It's just that like, there's a reason nowadays where games let you, sort of map it a bit more easily. You know, you'll either get things like Doom where you can use the wheel to kind of scroll, a button prompt and a wheel. And you kind of scroll round. Or alternatively, you get something like... I don't know, what's a good example? Fallout, where you can map them yourselves, and you map the guns exactly how you want them to. Because it's like, I barely use the grenades, and the rocket launcher is like a special occasion one, and now I'm at the point of the game where I don't really need to use the pistols, or the magnum, so I'd have the crossbow up, gravity gun down, and then, say, that and maybe the pulse rifle to the right, and the shotgun to the left. That's how I'd have it. Shotgun and possibly the crossbow to the left. But you don't get that option here to map it yourself. And I really wish you did. Right. Have I explored the house properly? I don't think I have. Battery, that'll do. But yeah, so there's ways I think this game could definitely be improved if it was to get re-released. For console, anyway. But as it is, it's not bad for console. I mean, this is where you get into the whole thing of remastering games and what makes them look the best. Because a lot of the big remasters now go all in for these huge graphical updates. And most times that's not what I'd want. Like, if this was to get remastered, I wouldn't want it to be completely redone with high fidelity graphics. I think the graphics still hold up really well. The facial capture is brilliant, so that works fine. So... Gunships. Troops of Rollermines. Rollermines, if I remember rightly. The ones that kind of stick in the ground, and you have to kind of pick them up and throw them. So they are all mines. Ah, yes. I remember this one. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, remasters. So I think with remastering a game, like if you were to remaster this, all that it would need, especially if you were to remaster it for console, you know, because that's my experience as a console gamer, you know, a game like this, to bring it to console in the modern age, all you need is maybe a slight graphical polish. You don't even really need to change the textures too much. Just a slight upgrade, similar to what Legacy of Kain got. So the new Legacy of Kain remaster is just... It's got the old style models, or like the HD upgrade that they did for Fallout 3, where it's like, you know, there's been a slight upgrade to the textures and to the models, but for the most part it still looks the same as it used to. It's the same
Over here. You made it. We're picking up radio chatter. They're looking for your car. Get your car in the garage.
You know, same. The same sort of bodies and stuff.
Doc. You'll have to go on foot from here. There's a secret path along the cliffside, but no one's going anywhere until we fight off this attack. Having you here to fight alongside us is going to make a big difference for morale.
See, that facial, the lip sync and stuff, is not bad. It really isn't. I don't know if you can kill the dropships. But yeah, killing the troops as they come directly out the dropship. That's pretty cool. I mean, I've already got some rockets, I could probably fight it off, but let's go up now, just in case it shoots them down again. You son of a bitch! Shut down all three of them. You have to kind of shoot off center then, and then loop it back. So if I was to shoot it sort of here, then try and... Boom! Oh, fun. Batteries as well, job done. This is now Lighthouse Point, and we are on our way to
We'll take the cliff path before another gunship
Nova
finds us.
Prospekt. So yeah. I think this is where the lost level, that cliff road, comes in after this point.
Right along there. And watch your step.
Yep, so guys behind me have obviously been killed because they've taken my car. Straight ahead, crab. Obviously we can hear a big gunfight as well, so... Yeah, bad things happening behind me. Am I crouched? I shouldn't be crouched. Yeah, so yeah, we're heading on to the way to Nova Prospekt. This is where, you know, we're starting to get into the more Sandtraps part of the level because we've officially left the highway behind. And this is where things get really interesting.
Stop where you are! Stay on the rocks! Don't step on the sand, it makes the antlions crazy! Laszlo, don't move! No. Help! Dear God! Poor Laszlo! The finest mind of his generation! It comes to such an end.
Because we're all scientists
We're headed
in this
to the boarding
resistance.
camp, hoping to pick up some bug baits of these damn things and leave us alone. But without Laszlo,
Oh, the bug bait is fun.
what's the point? I know you tried to help. I'll stay with him a while. There's something I have to do. Go ahead. I hope you have better luck than we had. Remember to stay off the sand. The antlions are edgy right now.
Battery. to use things like these to walk across. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit, 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 shit. Right. I wouldn't mind so much, but then they push you on the sand, which then triggers more antlions. Damn it, I got the other guy killed. Oh dear. Right, never mind. This is probably going to be one of the more tedious parts of all this to watch, because there's a thing over there that won't let me get. Oh, one nightmare. Yeah, I just remember this part of the game being tedious, but from what I remember, I don't think it lasts too long. It is just a pain. Because you have to be so careful about where you step. So careful. Fortunately, the hitboxes on the pallets are quite generous. So, I'm not sure if it's the hitboxes for the pallets themselves or if it's the hitbox for Freeman, but or as the two interact, I don't know. But yeah, the origin points seem to be really quite nice and generous. So. Not too hard. Oh, did not mean to do that. But yeah, the first time I did this, I was not very careful. And yeah, I really suffered for my arrogance on that. You need to go over there. From what I remember. Oh, shit. Oh, bugger. Okay, was not expecting that to work. I was there thinking, oh, I'm buggered. Oh, yes, like a seesaw type thing, so... Shit. That was the wrong button. Oh, shit. Oh, you sod. Right, take two. Because, yeah, I broke one of the boxes, which I shouldn't have done. Because, obviously, that was stupid. I left one of the pallets behind where I don't think I can get... Oh, shit. This is probably the most irritating part of the game. Like, actually irritating. Get rid of that. That's in my way. Alright. I almost broke it again. So dead. Right, okay, let's try again. Right. Better. Right. Jump over here. Jump over here. Jump over here. Now, I'm thinking if I can get the pallets. Come on. Oh, sod. Right. Okay, right, that's there. Fantastic. Right. Oh, you sod. I give up. Oh! Just slipped off the edge. Fucking physics engine. I hate this part of the game. I don't think there's a single part of the game that annoys me as much as Sandtraps. This is the, you know, Ravenholm's annoying, but it's great at the same time. This is just irritating. I suppose because I'm just not as keen on the gravity gun as Valve clearly were. And I find it a bit annoying. Son of a bitch! Right. What the hell? Christ for that. Yes, I'm saving. Because, oh my goodness. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, I swear a lot when I'm playing games because, oh my god, that's ridiculous. What the hell? Right, okay, there's health in there. In the boat. Come on, you can do it. I can see you. Such a pain in the arse. Oh, what the hell? That has never happened before. Oh, sorry. Okay, so the grav gun doesn't actually kill them, just knocks them back. Good to know. We'll just run it. Sod it. There we go. That was hardly worth that little detour, to be honest. Let's just carry on. See, this is why I'm not a fan of the grav gun. It's so unpredictable. It's like sometimes it will just latch on and it will drag things from half the map. Sometimes, nah. Or just lose contact with it partway through. You know, when your cursor's still on it as well. It's really weird. This is a good example of kind of like the rundown dystopia. Like this was obviously like some sort of pier, working pier. Not particularly great one, not particularly well off one, but some sort of working pier. And then it's just been, you know, what, the water's gone and it's just all gone wrong. Ah, I think I meant to use that. So Oh, you sod. Oh, fuck's sake! What the hell? Oh, I hate this level. So infuriating. What? I'm walking in a straight line. I'm sure people will watch this and go, "Oh no, you're not. You can really, mucking it up." I walk in a straight line and it just goes, "Nope, nope, you can't walk that way." Oh, it's curved. Why is it curved? No. Right, that's better. Let's try this one. God. Such an infuriating level. It really is. Again, there's stuff up there. Can't reach it. Can't get to it. Only one. That's not too bad. That should stop the thumper. Yes, it does. Fantastic. Alright. Okay. That's not a perfect circle around it. I think I'll come over here and still get attacked by some. I'm not sure. But it's going to be okay, so hey ho. Because they can see you, so they watch you, and some of them do actually fly up at you. Oh dear. Let's give up with this whole tempting fate malarkey and just carry on, shall we? He's coming. Your lord, he's coming. Oh god, there's still more. I thought I was nearly there, for fuck's sake. Hello? That's why. Oof. Oh no, let me out. I'm stuck, I am stuck, and I can't get away. Oh god. Oh god. Good old-fashioned boss fight. Forget Half-Life had boss fights. Because I think if you count... Oh, what was the other one? Count that gunship. I think this is only like the second boss fight. Yeah, fuck you. What's the gun?
The Freeman will do wise to heed their instructions with the non-paramedic spare parts. The process is not entirely hygienic, therefore stand aside.
And this is where you get Bugbait, which is a...
These pheromones on the path ahead. Gather them now.
Which is a really handy weapon going forward because it allows you to control the antlions. Which is great, because it's like, yeah, you're sick of them at this point. And it just removes them as a threat for a while, anyway.
Supplies won't bother you now, Doc.
More batteries, more ammo. Job done.
The Freeman must excuse us. It is rude of us to commune by flux shifting in front of those whose vital inputs are in their hand. Yes, we will vocalize in your auditory language as a matter of courtesy. Unless we wish to say unflattering things about you. Just so.
There's a bit of a rundown. Little base out in the middle of nowhere. I finally stopped them out. Where are they getting Chinese food from? Like, I mean, I'm not doubting there'll be, you know, Chinese people maybe even cooking food, but it's the fact that, you know, it's in the little takeaway containers.
Nova Prospekt is just ahead. One man alone wouldn't stand much chance going in there. But a man with a pack of antlions, well, that's a different story.
The Freeman honors us by his presence. Follow Freeman.
I love the designs for the polygons, especially their eyes. I think their eyes look incredible. That big central one with the red spiraling around.
The Freeman will now be instructed in the use of their eyes. Attendants now emerge to shepherd antlions with the so-called Bugbait.
So,
The Freeman will now break out his Sandtraps and toss one into yonder gate. The Freeman has done well. The Freeman can also coax his antlions to attack specific targets. Observe the training mannequin and mark it well with another arrow. The Freeman again excels in all tasks.
squeeze it and they'll come to you. Which is so cool.
Now, attend well. Apply pressure to your pheromone to signal your mind and command to follow you. Man shows his excellence in all things. And now,
Oh, I just noticed it's like pulsing in his hand.
Nova Prospekt lies just beyond. Remember well what you have learned here. The Eli Vance has greatest confidence in you.
And you will have to use other weapons. But yeah, you can do quite a large part of the Nova Prospekt stuff just with the antlions. Because if you can get the Combine to fight the antlions, you don't need to do anything. I think you only get like 2 antlions at a time. Or 4. Let's go, boys. They can't get past the thumper, so you have to turn. It's off. Causes an alarm.
Stabilization force 6 Nova Prospekt. Perimeter restrictors disengaged. Priority warning. Perimeter restrictors disengaged.
It's your restrictor. I think you always get 4. So I think if one falls, you get another one. I don't know if I can get them to break the boxes. Outbreak. Because, you know, remember, Gordon Freeman's a virus. Oh, turn off the alarm. So again, you could. It'd be cool if you could rearrange the weapons so that you had, say, you know, the Bugbait in a different place for this part of the game. You know. Damn it. Maybe I might have to fight a bit more on this part of the beach. Let's go and get the equipment first. can't remember how you take out those towers. Forgot about Hanks doing this bit. Get turrets as well.
Contact status 0 with land C intercepting. Possible anti-reinforcement. All Nova Prospekt delegated.
Good little antlions, aren't they? Going killing all the bad guys for me. That's something that could be improved. Draw distance. Look at that. How that pop in for the textures, and like it pops in foggy. And it's one of those before modern tech you probably wouldn't have noticed. But now it's a case of yeah, that could be tidied up.
Nova Prospekt stabilization force directive 2. Engage reserve. Contain exogen incursion.
I'm trying to listen and try and work out what the radio says. Every time I hear one of the combine radios go off, I'm like, what's it saying? What's it saying? Because it's always something cool. You know, like the whole attitude of like, you know, you're an infection, you must be sterilized, you know, it's a containment breach, it's an outbreak. The language that they use is just so evocative. Right, yeah, if I remember rightly, I have to kind of walk across this and then jump. Those buggers just fly straight over. Because of course they do. Oh. Zombies versus antlions. That pulls down this, which allows us to ascend up here. They're such good boys. Such good boys. Coming in, killing all my enemies. But the change that this creates in you as a player of, like, you know, the antlions being this quite present threat that is hard to beat and, you know, can be overwhelming very, very quickly. And then all of a sudden being like, yeah, now you're taking the power of that and using it on your enemies. That's just brilliant game design. It really is. You know, there's something really, really good about it. Oh. You know, something just great about that. And yeah, I think it works really well. I only got one with me. Oh no, two. That's one of my favourite things, is how it can pin them to the wall like that. Oh, I'm so dead. Knew it was going to happen. Oh dear. I was being so careful there because I saw how low my health had gotten after that courtyard bit, and I was like, oh no. I'm not even sure how that happened. Oh, there's some boxes here which I didn't notice before, so let's get them. Some supply boxes, none of which have health in. Great. Okay. Oh god. Chips. Stuck on spaces. Sod. Yeah, the gunships are starting to really annoy me. This is probably why I remember them being so much harder than that first one was. Because in my second, my third Twitch stream, where I was doing the gunship there and I managed to take it down really quickly. And it's like, that's why I remember them being more of a pain in the arse. It is because they get to the point where they shoot down your rockets, and it's like... Stuck on stuff. Oh my god. It's a great physics engine. It is a great physics engine when it works. It does not always want to work. Thank goodness. Right. I'm saving that. Because, oh my god, what a pain in the ass. This level's still technically Sandtraps, so I don't think it becomes... Oh my god, is that the other gunship? Yes, it is. I don't think it becomes Nova Prospekt until we're actually inside. Oh. With me, boys.
Priority alert. Nova Prospekt exigency. Perimeter communication status 0. Internal stabilization needs. Deploy stabilizers in suspected infection block A5, A7, B2.
Now we're inside Nova Prospekt. As if like magic, the level started. Nova Prospekt. Now there is a point at the end of this level where there's like a big change for the game, so I want to try and get there if I can in this stream. I might have to leave before then. I have a phone call that I need to make like desperately, so we shall see. I know you get some new enemies in this area as well. You get to learn a bit more about the combined soldiers that we've been fighting against. So there's plenty of good reasons to continue with this level if we can, but I don't know whether we'll be able to. So we'll see. Like, if I can, this is a great point to end it on. Headcrab. How did the headcrab get here? Turrets. I'll take it down from here. How's the outline? Let's get it. Nothing down here. Half-Life turrets. One of the more interesting turrets in video games, I think. We've got that's my latest podcast episode finished rendering. But yeah, they've got a nice signature sounds. They're very recognisable. But yeah, so I can see turrets being deployed further along my route. But yes, let's charge up. Best as we can. Right. actual gun on, just in case. I can see the antlions fighting, but I haven't had to fight anything yet, so we'll see. Hey! That worked. I decided to get influenced by what the weapon pickup was there. So the weapon pickup was grenades, therefore I used a grenade. It seemed to work, so I might do that again. We'll see. Right, okay. Okay, so we're not going underwater. It's alright, let's keep doing that anyway. Perfect. Oh, goodness. There's another one. Yeah, for some reason, hitting things in the water launches you straight into the air. Don't know why. Oh, God. Another one. Yeah, forget all about barnacles. Sonic, just grenade them. Bloody hate those head crabs. Hate all head crabs, to be completely honest, but...
Discussion warning. No one report possible activity. Freeman reacquiring from Nova Prospekt. Ground deprioritize evidence containment. Hold for
What? It's one of those where it's not especially clear what has happened in Nova Prospekt. I know we unleashed the antlions, but this isn't just the antlions. You know, there's head crabs, there's all sorts. So it's more than just me that's done this. You know, other things have been unleashed, shall we say. You know, being able to hear the command radio chat, we know they're in trouble, for example. Did it? Grenades is always a weapon in Half-Life. I don't find many opportunities to use. Like, there's certain points where I know they need to be used, like specifically with sniper nests when you come out of Ravenholm. But I don't know. I just never seem to find as much use for them in other places. I don't know if that's just a me thing. You know, maybe more people do find use for them. Oh, come on. Crotch jump? Crouch jump. Get out the... That's the glass that he can't break. You know, the fact that these turrets are set up to point in and all these cells are empty, it's very telling. You know, there's a lot going on in Nova Prospekt. I think there's something involving a big antlion in there later on, if I remember rightly, like one of the big Antlion Guardians. Might even be now. And I can't remember if you have to fight it or if you get its help. Oh no. Nope, that's not working.
Attention Nova Prospekt internal containment team. D7 all political conscripts in Blockade 7. Prohibit external contact.
Political conscripts. Where were you a minute ago? Right. Is this like an obscenely large shower room for a prison, or is this standard? I don't know. Let's try this. There we go. So that's the exit. Whoa! Freaks me out! They burst through the walls like that, because obviously they can, because they're antlions, but it's like, you react as like, oh no, enemy! And it's like, no, they're on your side. It's fun watching them work. Like, oh, I'm trying to help, but I'm not sure I actually am. Doing something to a vortex gaunt there. It's like he's dead, unfortunately, so there's nothing I can do with that. I'm using the pistol. Never mind. Oh, it's because I used the pistol and then forgot to change for a gun. Combines setting up turrets for a trap ahead. What a 90s computers. Had the antlion open up that secret. That's cool of him. He burst through that door. Right then. So there we go. So yeah. That was that part done. And this is why this game is cool. Seeing things like that off screen, it's cool. Like, the action is going on around you, and like, yes, you are part of it. Like, Gordon Freeman is a huge part of the action that's going on screen, and you're like the driving force behind a lot of it. But you're not it. You know, there's more. Look at him breathe. I did not try that. Get to find out so much more about the benefactors as this goes on, and that becomes a huge part of why this is so good. And this is him hitting the nail on the head. Why is Gordon Freeman so good? He is the theoretical physicist who barely graduated. Like, you know, and you've been locked in a box by the G-Man. You basically survived Black Mesa by the skin of your teeth, and then suddenly you're thrown into a war. And it's like,
standards, simply that, an ordinary man. How can you have failed to apprehend? Well, I will leave the upgrading for another time to the extent it proves necessary.
the transhuman forces are to prove themselves an indispensable augmentation to the Combine Overwatch. So yeah, this is where it becomes obvious that, like, the Combine Overwatch, the forces that we've been fighting, are enhanced humans. They're formally human.
All the other unworthy branches of the species. Let's not allow it to come to that. I have done my best to convince our benefactors that you are the finest the species has to offer. So far, they have accepted my argument, but without concrete evidence to back it up. My words sound increasingly hollow even to me.
So yeah.
As is the consequence of failure. I'll just leave it at that.
So yeah, that's the latest from Wallace Breen. Who I really don't think we see enough of in this game. Got him, or got one of them. I really need some help. Oh, for God's sake. I have a crowbar thinking, oh, it's going to be another manhack. Nope, soldier. For God's sake. I mean, we've heard Bryn's speech, so I better stay and listen to that now. Hitting it in front of me, so they're coming back to me. It's like, no, I want you to go ahead. I want you to go ahead and kill the things for me. Yeah, so we don't need to listen to Bryn's speech now, because we've done that once already, so we can carry on. Right, so we know we've got some more turrets this way. Oh, you sod. That's better. No, one's still up. Oh my goodness. It's up, but I think it's backwards. It's not actually attacking me, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's better than nothing. We have manhacks here. Gotcha. Gotcha. I need some more health. Like I said, the first time I played my way through this game, I was using a health cheat code, so I didn't have to worry about health. The turret down there, brilliant. Go on, boys. I love the idea that the resistance is scientists. I don't know. There's just something kind of cool about it. But it's like, yeah, they're scientists. So here's some details on the transhuman arm. Our health station. Batteries first.
Might cause them to question his allegiance, even from some, to turn him out or turn him over to our cause. However, we cannot count on such development. Dr. Freeman's reputation is such that other desperate renegades are likely to grant him a great deal of license in the spirit of spreading general chaos and terror.
So yeah, that's what the Combine look like underneath their suits. Weirdly enhanced humanoids. I think you get to see a dead one soon as well. So yeah, we're fighting human soldiers that have been warped and twisted into this, which is pretty bleak, you know, because it's not really implied that they're willing participants in what's going on. Like I said, having been on the receiving end of an antlion attack, it is kind of fun to just see them. What the hell? So yeah, the physics on the bed just went nuts. Okay, and... Yep. That'll do. Moved. Not what I wanted to do. Pulse rifle's definitely my favourite. Is that blood in a washing machine? Yep, that's grim. which is another reason why this game doesn't really need what most people would think of as a remaster, because it looks good. You know, the lighting engine's still good. But yeah, we're gonna get some. Okay. Oh, I've apparently blown up the kitchen. I didn't even know that was possible. That's what I was trying to stop from happening. Well done, boys. Because yes, I've decided that, like an insect, these are boys. And that the Antlion Queen would be female. What basis do I have for that, you wonder? None. Absolutely none. Except for the fact they look like bugs. They could be alien bugs. They might not be boys. I don't know. This is just where I'm going now. Right. See that? Oh, I've forgotten what that is. It's like a wall or something? I don't know. Oh god. Forgot there's another fight with one of these. But yeah, we'll give you another fight against an Antlion Guard in an area where a shitload of stuff can attack you. where all these physics objects can get stuck. I was going that way because I forgot all about it. Yeah, so it is that way along the wall. I thought it was, because I seem to remember that wall doing something. Like one of these like advanced combined structures that does something. In fact, I'm going to save it. Oh, taking a screenshot. Did not mean to do that. Right, let's save just in case. Yeah, we're nearly at the end of Nova Prospekt now, so... I seem to remember going through this and then the wall starting to move. Was it? Yeah, a very intricate little thing having it move like that. And now we're on to Entanglement, which is, I believe, chapter like 9.5. And I think this is like the next story point. Alyx.
There. Gordon. I'm glad you made it here in one piece. My dad's up there somewhere. In that whole area. It's gonna take some doing to get him out.
Yeah, each of those has got a person in.
Let's get out of here.
This is one of the more interesting parts of the game where you team up with Alyx. To the point that they then make that such a huge part going forward of episode 1. Like when we get to Half-Life 2 episode 1, so much of it is based around...
Here. Every now and then a Vortigaunt gets captured and sends back information, but we don't have a complete picture of the place. The little we do know is all bad. Get ready.
She's got red hair. Yeah, she becomes a lot more capable in episode 1. She's not the best here.
All right. Over here. This will get into their security system. Now to find my father. Oh my god. These poor people.
So we see all the people that are captured.
All right, I think I can bring it in. There. He's on the way. Let's go meet him. Ha, done. Follow me.
Yeah, let's get to the big dramatic story reveal. Not far away now. Like I said, she's not great in this one. As companion AI goes, she's not bad. Like, she can fight. She does have a gun. And, you know, she will try and move out of the way of damage, but it's still early days for this sort of thing, and she's not the best. But by the time you get to Half-Life 2 Episode 1, they've greatly improved it, because obviously the goal there is to have her with you through most of the game. So they really put that effort in, and it shows.
Alright. Let me see if I can get this open.
Eli Vance.
Gordon, is that really you? I can't believe you found me.
Dad, are you alright?
I'm fine, but you've got to get out of here.
Their facial capture algorithm,
Never mind.
you know, considering the time this was made,
We're
very,
not leaving you.
very, very
I need to
impressive.
recalibrate the combine portal to get us out of here.
Like, they didn't do proper mocap or lip sync in the same way that a modern game would.
Almost working again.
It was like an algorithm to program the lips.
If he hasn't, well, it couldn't be any worse off.
It's not.
You know, texture based on a real face model.
I can't lose you. Get out while you can.
We're not leaving here without you. That's final.
We can't leave Judith here either.
Don't worry, Dad. We'll find her. For now, I'm going to send you to the teleport chamber. I'm not saying goodbye, Dad. We'll meet you there.
I know you will. I'll see you there.
Yeah, and this is why there's no one in the normal cells of the prison, because they're all here. Like, Nova Prospekt is built and based around an old, you know, Soviet-era prison. Bulgaria, I think, is meant to be
Get out
set.
of here.
So,
All right. Over here. We're gonna head back to the security station and try to patch in your suit radio. Wait till you hear from me. Hey, take care of yourself.
and now we've separated from Alyx again.
Hey, it worked. Let's see what I can do to clear the way for you. Keep an eye out for Mawson. I'll get my dad to the prison as far as I can, then I'll catch up with you. Hang on, I'll see if I can figure out how to get that gate open. Okay, got it.
Pick up that can.
I'll have this open in a jiffy. Damn, it's jammed. Okay, I got an idea. Head back to that office. According to the schematics, there should be a vent behind those shelves.
Knew there'd be head crabs.
Be careful, Gordon. I'm picking up a lot of combine sensors in the area ahead. I'll start working on this gate. Just a sec. Okay, got it.
Can't remember what's left to come up.
Uh-oh, look at the monitor.
You're without your antlions. Hey, got them both. Bowling. Really bad skittling. I'll do it. Fantastic. Right. So, yeah. Surprised there's still soldiers left in this place, to be fair. Between myself, the antlions, and the zombies.
You're coming up to another control room. Looks like it's still occupied.
Heard that just after I went through the door.
My guess is there's a bunch more soldiers heading your way. Quick, search the room. There should be some combine turrets nearby.
Oh, I remember this bit. I have to like set a tower defense almost. I remember it being an absolute pain. Ah, here we go.
I can reprogram these turrets to attack the enemy. Set them up to defend the control room.
Warning. Malignant viral interface bypass detected. Polyphasic core programming detected. Sterilizers and containment fields may be compromised.
I can't shut down the fields from here. I'm going to have to catch up with you to get access to them. I'm picking up a lot of incoming soldiers. Hold the fort till I get there.
Easier said than done. Yeah, I don't remember it being too bad. It shouldn't be too bad on this difficulty. But, oh, it was a pain. Because it's like the turrets not as good as you would hope they are. You know, this isn't like the antlions where you're getting like a sudden and dramatic shift in power by being able to control them. Having a couple of turrets on your side, not as useful as you think. There's my turret gone.
Keep your turret set up. You've got to hold on till I get there.
Bastard.
Be there in a second, Gordon.
Sorry it
Oh,
took
there she
so
is.
long. Glad to see you're okay. Let's see if we can find Mossman. It looks like this station might give me better access. There she is. Wait a minute. How'd she...
It's from your area.
I'm not calling about that. What's she up to? You promised you weren't going to touch Eli. Oh my
The
god.
soldiers were a bit overzealous, I admit, but he was too tempting a price to simply turn loose, especially in the absence of Gordon Freeman.
You would have had Freeman if you'd been patient and just waited for my signal.
We weren't entirely sure you were ever going to get around to that. Human loyalties being what they are.
Dr. As I have stated before, you have to let Eli come around on his own.
I have known Dr. Vance far longer than you, my dear. I'm afraid your feelings for him may have blinded you.
Feelings? This has nothing to do with feelings. It's a simple truth that when Eli believes in
This is not open to debate, Dr. Mossman.
Doctor, please.
So sorry, Judith. I'm all out of time.
Damn
There you go. How's that for a twist? Judith Mossman betrayed us.
Now we've really gotta hurry. Go on.
Trying to hand us over to them.
Catch up with you when I can.
Trying to hand me over to Breen. Put an end to this conflict. And she's responsible for Eli getting captured. So yeah. So that's pretty awful, really. That's how it is. But right, it's getting to the point. It's about 4:30. I've streamed for a bit longer than I actually planned to. I'm going to save the game and leave it there because I have a very important phone call to make. So I'm going to go do that. I am hoping to be back with this, and we're going to finish the Entanglement chapter and see how far we get in the next bit. I'm hoping another 4-hour session, and we should be finished with the main game of Half-Life 2, and then we'll be on to episode 1, then episode 2. I'm very much enjoying this. I hope you guys are as well. This is a great game. And I realise maybe I haven't had as much to say in some bits. I'm still getting used to the whole streaming thing and being able to, perform and interact with the audience as well. But this game is not as easy as I remember. It's tricky at points. Some points do require that bit more focus. And blood in the hallway. Lovely. But yeah, I'm hoping to do more as soon as possible. I'm going to get a bit further ahead. Let's get to the next loading screen. There's going to be one around here shortly. Probably in this corridor. Oh, electric water. Lovely. So yeah, we'll cross that puzzle next time. Let's save this. We'll do and leave it there because it's a fun game and I could carry on playing it. I need to stop. I need to let myself go. So, thank you for staying to watch me. I hope you've had fun, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Take the very best care of yourself, your physical and mental health as best as you can, my friends. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Thank you for joining us here at Garhdo Goes Geek. Your support of this podcast means the absolute world to me, and I am grateful to everyone who listens. If you wish to engage more with myself and my co-hosts, we have a few other ways to do this. Firstly, if you go to the link tree linked in the description, you'll find links not just to this podcast on every platform, but also to our Discord server, where you can interact directly with all of us, and a link to a dedicated subreddit for this podcast. There is also a link to a supporting Blogspot page, where I'll be posting supporting material for this podcast, including progress updates, schedules, and watch orders for the content I cover should you wish to watch along with me. I also have a link to a Spotify playlist featuring some of the music items I've discussed in the podcast. You can also add me on Facebook if you so wish, or follow on Twitch, where I'll be hosting a weekly stream. Finally, there is also a link in there to Ko-Fi, where you have the option to leave a one-time tip if you so wish, or alternatively to commission your own podcast episode. So if there is a topic you would like me to cover that I have yet to do so, then you can request I cover it for a small sponsorship fee. However, if you do not have the means to do so, then all I ask is that if you could please like, subscribe, and share this podcast with anyone else you think may like it. I love you all. Until next time, bye for now.